Everyone, and welcome back to Tyranny. So, last we left off, I decided to scrub pretty much everything I had done. Which, ooh, I'm not exactly pleased with that. Voice of Ages. Okay. This is the one I was coming back for.
Fate Binder wants Beast Woman?
Okay, These conversations are able to be seen in my previous video on this, so yeah.
Like playing with
I'm always down.
is easy.
Rut me. Oh.
What? How could Beast Woman choose any other? Would
You are correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip through pretty much all of this because, yeah.
Strong.
Do not get.
Lead con. Nope. Maybe fate, but strange. Forge rock. Lead conversation. What now does fate? Good, yeah. Waited up. Disfavored cannot swim like Beast Woman. Bathing
Don't simply.
is what? Should let. What else does Alf best hunter? Am not lost.
Could your.
Stake and see is after did not kill. Lead conversation. Beast.
Headbutt.
Honest. Fate. Kairos rule. Kills in shadow understands. Tearsmen are not good choice, but are better choice. Tears lesser, weaker. Usually is foolish to side with weaker tribe. Will need good plan for hunting Kairos' tribe. Have not been hunted like beast.
Gained fear and
Have not
loyalty.
fought same way for lives.
This beast is
Are brazen. Human.
This is the.
That's a higher compliment to the beast than to me.
Human is strong.
First time I've been.
Lead conversation.
Nope.
Fate binder.
Don't worry about you.
Rest of tribe.
Let's see, I'm at loyalty
Step
2.
alpha to kills am not lost. Could stake and lead conversation. Nope. Here's maybe. Forge bound, make bed rock. Or strong mystics. Beast. Lead converse. Beast women mystics are rude, but did not learn. Are free. Not that kills Beast Woman too. Shadow hunters. At best miss. Cat Varnas now. Fate by. What is Archon?
To my knowledge, yes. One of our sages wrote many.
Beast Woman too sees many things. Earthshake, but our tear.
I'm certain this earth.
Stones. Lead conversation. What now? Good, yep. Went to prowl length of old wall. Fate binder. Good, yep. Found pack of rot smell chorus in apex. Fate bind. Good, yep. Loped through strange graveyard of sage.
Oh. Come on.
Fate. Good, yep. Kills in shadow is clever hunter of many seasons. His lord ironclads far from Dinfort by loping, stumbling after long.
Okay, so
What else does brood sister? Creeping death. What miss seasons before hunger? Fate bind. Have was before.
Oh, that makes.
Is true.
and I apologize for skipping through all this, but it's stuff I've already, I've seen in this particular playthrough.
Slaves, not weak, not prey. Would not be tamed, would not yield. Fought to death. Scorpions sting. Vipers bite. Beast women do not can wait until kills in shadow no longer follows fate.
If you truly think.
Then open. Shadow hunter.
In her case,
Some try. Yep more now. Or yep more. Lead conversation. Fate Binder has many allies. More enemies. Human, maybe fate. Lead converse, clever. Many humans lead converse, but Stone Stalker, but kills in shadow. Have heard our other lead converse, our pack.
The voices of
Lead no means what fate binder bows to do.
Other
Now
questions?
is fate. Like his
Okay, Rut may kill.
Would Rut
Opinion on something.
is good to act.
Here we are.
Reason.
Lantry.
Well,
And Siren.
Incessant morning lark.
If you think my voice is annoying now, animal,
Nope. Do not want to hear. Lead con.
Okay. I'll get a quick rest here, and then... And the reason for doing all this, incidentally, is because at the entrance... Well, you'll see yourselves, if you didn't catch the end of the last video. Because there were two major things that I could have done differently that would really help. I need to get some water too. My throat's very dry. Alright, so I've still got to talk to the guy up here. I will say that's one thing that Pillars of Eternity did very well, was make it so that just the standard travel time wasn't anywhere near as time-consuming. Seem nervous, not ill. If you're lying by omission, I'll personally toss you into the dungeons in Bastard City. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I would... Like, with that one, it's one of those where, okay, I want to give this back to you. You know, I'm not taking this to be an asshole to you. I'm taking it because I think that this might be the best way to get her to maybe confess about something. Or rather, get so cocky that she winds up confessing. And then, at that point, I'll happily return it. Because, you're right, you don't deserve to lose it. When she's the one that seems to be lying. Okay. Heading in here, it'll autosave. And then, at this point, I will have to reload. Go back to the main menu, then reload back into here, because I'm genuinely not sure what the issue is with the tab. But it's only after transitioning from the... to or from the world map. Okay. So apologies for the delay here, but... Well, incidentally, this will give me a decent amount of time to head out to the kitchen and get my water. And I am back. Apologies for the
Will do.
delay, and this is why I went back for... This is why I reloaded a save from that far back. What in the name of our fallen brothers is that traitorous bitch doing here? Watch your mouth, Ferris, before it runs too far ahead for you to catch. Hold, I'm not here to fight. Shut up and listen to reason, I beg of you. Fine, speak your piece. We don't have time for lengthy debates. We have to stop Raidamon before he kills us all. His desperate need to win is going to end in disaster. He's going to unleash the Bane on Lethian's Crossing. At best, we lose our home, and at worst, our lives. No, I can't believe that he would put our lives in jeopardy. He'll lead us to victory if we stay firm behind him. Everything Welby says is true. Raidamon needs to be stopped. Oh, I'm convinced. Raidamon does what he needs in order to ensure our safety. If some die in the process, it's the price we pay. Now, if you don't have anything else, I suggest you leave. Tell me what you want or get gone. What happened here? After we got in here, Raidamon went on ahead. Said he had something he needed to do. We heard this terrible noise, and suddenly we were swarmed by scourges. It looked like they were running away from something. It was crazy. I've never seen them act that way before. Some of them attacked us, but most of them just kept going right out the door. Then Raidamon reappeared, and the rest of the scourges just up and left. Raidamon was laughing, almost like it was a game. He was saying, "This'll show them. This is just a taste." Then he sealed the doors and told me not to let anyone else through. What's the Brotherhood doing inside the old walls? I don't see how that is any of your business, really. I suppose I also don't see how it would hurt to tell you since you're already here. Ever since Raidamon spent a night inside to prove he was worthy to be the first brother, he spent more and more time in here. He said he mapped out a path so he can get through without attracting the Bane. And we've never had a problem as long as we stayed in this room. We can hide out and no one knows we're here. You're the first one I've seen in here who wasn't part of the Brotherhood. He told me to stay here and gave me something he calls a torch key. I have no idea what it is or what it does, and Raidamon didn't tell me. He keeps his secret to himself. Give me that torch key. I think I know how to get him to give a... No, not Lantry. Give me the torch key. I need the torch key to find Raidamon. Oh, are you kidding me? Because I brought Lantry this time? Oh, that is just a kick in the balls. That was Lantry, right? Are you freaking serious?
On it.
Alright, I'm skipping through all this dialogue. Oop. Oh, Siren. Okay. If you think you can get it from him, go ahead and try. Okay, so thankfully it was luck of the draw, because this is why I reloaded. Siren hums just loud enough for you to hear. She sways, slowly moving her hands in front of Ferris's face as she does. His eyes quickly go out of focus and his head begins to follow the pattern made by Siren's hands. She stops swaying and holds out a hand. Ferris stares at it for a few moments. Is this what you wanted? His voice is thick and low, like someone in the middle of a dream. His men look around, concerned, but no one makes a move to stop him as he holds out the torch key and places it in Siren's hands. She smiles, then looks pointedly at Ferris's men. That's just a small sample of what I can do. So I suggest we keep this between us, okay? And loyalty 3. What's going on? Why are you all staring at me? I already told you that the torch key is staying with me.
I got it.
Okay, I'm glad I reloaded that
Time
save
to
instead.
lighten my
Did you
step.
hear that?
I believe that would be a C, that, Siren. Not here.
Slow and steady. Slow and steady. You see what I see?
Okay, so, let's see here. Let's see, magic. Was leadership what I wanted to do here? Let's see, boost morale. Eh. Second wind would might be nice. I want to say it was under... Oh yeah, arcane charge. That was it. And Siren. I now have Song of Benediction. Holy hell. One per rest, but jeez. Okay, I'll do that after I get the...
Sorry,
Oh yeah.
I can't.
I volunteer you to go touch it. Cute. Oh, she is, what, 16? Let's see, I believe that's a dagger, right? Nope, great spear. Okay, now, I kind of wish there were a fast forward option, but... Yeah, all of this is going to be stuff that has already been played through once, but, yeah, well.
Interesting.
Ow! I definitely had forgotten about that.
I will stay out of sight.
I can't.
There we go.
On your knees, worm!
As you command.
Fall before me!
There we go.
Can't do that. Nothing I can't handle.
Alright, so that was the Gravelight one. I remember that distinctly. Now, over here. Okay. Okay, Singe is a hell of a debuff there. Actually, let's see what I've got for armor. Nobleman's sandals. Actually, I wonder whether any conversation options with Siren have opened up then.
Good day, Fatebinder. It's always nice to see you. What do you need?
Homeland. Okay, that, and thankfully I didn't... Let's see. Practicing magic. Let's see, no, the headdress and... Oh.
What do you need? What do you need? Are we what do you want to know about? I don't hate her, but what do you need?
Right.
Another battle. I think we're bad at making friends.
Actually, no, want the ice on this one, I think. There we are. Dang it!
Right. I will aid you. I got it. Right.
What are you doing here?
More tallies to the body.
Oh shit.
Will do.
Too old.
Will do. Submit to me! On it. That one rattled me hard. Will do.
I'll admit that from the record.
Ow.
Will do. Take me if you can.
I feel bad that I only got one out now, but eh.
You dent.
Well, I can't have much worse luck.
Got it.
You have no hope.
Wait. I did that?
Nice. Right. Will do. Submit to me!
Alright, and I'm reasonably sure if I do the yellow out there.
On it.
Yep. Eesh. Thankfully I was able to tank that one. Still not fun.
That wasn't so hard.
Sigil of Cyclical Energies 3. Okay.
To see that, we should take a closer look.
Alrighty. Actually, yeah, I'll update it to that. I'll assign it to that instead. Where's False Pit? Here's False Pit. Let's see, title first. Okay, I already got that one. Actually, no, he's good with Vigor. Champion's Fortune. Oh, okay, that's why it's the Y there. For 45. Because she already has the Surge of Glory. Titan's Touch, eh. Here's the one. Yeah, even the base one is beyond him. Let's see, so 50. Sure, that'll work. Let's see, False Pit, eh. Okay. Let's see, 55, 50. Oh, yeah, 55 will work. Crippling Coil. Touch of Atrophy. There we go.
Right. Have a look here.
There we go. Alright, nearly done. Or nearly up to the point that I was before.
Have a look here.
Okay. And yeah, I didn't get... Basically, I had gotten everything everything in this zone. And where I stopped was, there's a set of stairs in this area. Okay, so, Wave of Glory. Champion's Fortune. Oh crap, he's still got False Pit.
Right. On.
So actually, let's see. Where the... There's False Pit. Unravel Minds. Or Mirror Image, or... Actually, let's go with something else entirely. Not Taunting Jest. Wave of Despair... Yeah, sure, Wave of Despair, why not? Well, actually, let's see... Oh, here we go. Let's see, Fireball, Flash Fire. Let's see. Oh yeah, Grounding Core on him.
To battle!
Okay, here we go.
I'll take check. This is embarrassing.
Will do.
Your death away.
Well, that was rather handy.
You won't get away. On my command.
That was a weird one. I did do the iron... Yeah, I did iron tolling.
Await my signal. That's fine.
That's fine. I don't need that rip described.
Utterly flawless.
I have a feeling that that'll
See
be...
that?
Ow, ow.
Owie! Could have sworn I had him do... or had myself doing that already. Alright. This one yeah, these two I think are proximity triggers. Yep. One per rest, one per rest. One per encounter, one per encounter, one per rest, and one per rest. Ouch.
Repent. I am a shield wall unto myself.
Actually,
Good work. I will aid you. Filthy hands off me.
did he just manage to? Nope, singed.
More tallies to
There we are.
body count.
Come back and face me. Send them back. Me, take me if you can.
See that? I'm not entirely useless.
Yes. Send me your shadow.
I'll take care of it. So, can't do that.
Dodging is so unfair.
Oh, I'm confused, that's why.
Will do. The hands off me.
Nobody heard that, right?
I got it. I got it.
I need to try a different weapon.
Let's have it then. Will do.
Okay. Now I am actually where I had left off prior to this entire little sojourn. Okay. Now, pardon the cracking, but now I will save. Because, good God. Granted, it's probably going to be an autosave here anyhow, but... yeah, I'm tabling Pathfinder Kingmaker until the 1.1 patch, where maybe they'll rebalance some of the stuff, but... from what I've found on the forums, or at least I've been told on the forums, I basically screwed that entire playthrough by not having advisors able to deal with that event. And that is really, really bad game design. I kept going for tab and hitting the, For some reason the volume knob keeps getting turned down and I'm not sure why. What are you doing, Raidamon? Pretty sure that's sealed here for a reason, Raidamon. Oh, hey, a green one. Stands before a roiling ball of blue energy, his head seeming to bend and fold as light and shadow fight across his face. Who interrupts me? No! You cannot be here. This is for me, and I will not have you ruin it. How did you make it all the way through? You don't know the secrets of the old walls. You are incredibly tenacious, I'll give you that. But that ends now. You do not belong here. You do not belong here! But I might as well be yelling curses at the encroaching darkness for all the good it will do me to admonish you. You'll never leave Brotherhood affairs alone. Never keep out of something you have no business in. Still, I will applaud you. I never expected you would get this far. Who knew when you were throwing me out of my home, taking my world from me, and sentencing me to a life in wilderness and these walls that you would be here to witness my triumph? All I wanted was to keep Lethian's Crossing. To protect it, keep it safe. I just wanted to be left alone. But since you clearly have no plans on giving me some peace, you might as well stay for the main course. And trust me, they can't wait to sink their teeth in. Anything you'd like to say before you're torn apart? How's your head, Raidamon? All you gave me was a mere scratch. Certainly nothing to be concerned about. Your little stunt did nothing but make my inevitable triumph feel all the more glorious. What is in that prison? A havoc. Let Kairos send his forces. They won't win. I will raise Lethian's Crossing before I let him have it. Before I let you stop me. This is my city! I found a lost sage. He told me all about it. He sang such beautiful songs for me. What did you do to the sage? Oh, we intercepted him carrying a stack of books. I don't even know where he was going, but who better than a sage to ask about local history? He told me everything I needed to know to access this place. Do you even... You don't think the Bane will kill you as soon as you release them? Of course they won't. The Bane be praised. I have the helmet with their name in it. When I walked in wearing it, the prison shook. This will work. This is their will. Any chance you'll give me that torch key you hid when I walked in? Tricky, tricky, tricky. You are far too observant for your own good. By the Bane, you are a nuisance. Do you even know how to release the Havoc? Of course! Of course! My special sage told me everything. He was very knowledgeable about the old walls in this particular region, and the rumors of a key that could unleash the Bane. He didn't want to tell me. I could tell he wanted Kairos to have Lethian's Crossing, but I showed him how wrong that thinking could be. He mentioned something about crystals and the 4 points of a compass, but it escapes me now. Frankly, he was singing so loudly it didn't seem important at the time. What did the sage mean about 4 points of a compass? It had to do with unlocking the old walls. He found the clue in an archive somewhere. Said something about a compass. Ah! He drew me a diagram! Of course this is useless. Torn. You can't even read it if it's not all there. Useless. Give me the vellum you got from the sage. It might be important. I can't read it anyway, so it's of no use to me. Take it, why don't you? You have gone completely insane. What happened? You seemed so composed in Ironhull Trail. I am on the verge of having everything handed to me, only to watch you walk in with the intention of taking it from me. And you begrudge me my emotions? I think I will particularly enjoy watching you die. You will not take this from me. Lethian's Crossing is mine. They told me no one would believe me. They told me I would have to stand alone against the armies. I knew you were all against me. Only the Bane have given me the guidance I need. Give me that crystal. Now, or I will take it from you. You are welcome to try and take it, you fool. But I am the savior of the Bronze Brotherhood, and your accolades are dust to be trampled under my boot. I was going to watch you torn apart by the Bane, but I see now that it's my job. They want me to make you their first sacrifice.
On it.
Holy hell.
Twice as hard next time.
Well, that did nothing, except
Okay, she's terrified, that's why.
take him off.
I feel much improved. On it.
I always hit the mark.
How? How could this happen? I don't want to kill you, but something must be done. No. They promised me. They said, you cannot. You cannot. Magebane Helm. Nullifying. Let's see here. Oh! Okay. Arcane Unraveling. Plus 50 defense against spells. Nice.
I'll just hold on to this.
Yeah, may as well go for accuracy. And, oh, let's see. Sure, why not? Oh, wow, I'm almost a 5 on them. Aura of Rage. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. And Magebane Helm. Wait, what? Okay, so that one opened up. Wait, I think that's where I was before. Isn't that to... Yeah, that's where, yeah, this is Lethian's Crossing.
Curious.
Oh, nice. Ooh. This is not going to go well.
You have no...
Oh shit.
Nobody heard that. Right?
On my command.
Absolutely not.
Consider it done.
We should try that again. I will aid you.
I must.
I'm fine.
Of course. There we go.
I don't need that remnant.
Good work.
Will do.
Sure, if I had kids.
They'd be feeling that one.
Okay, gotta admit, that one was a pretty good joke. Here we go.
Will do. Right.
You know what? Yeah, may as well. Uh-oh.
I got it.
Okay, I'm a little unnerved by that. Okay, good.
On it.
Wait, did that just gain 398? Oh. It stole the health from the other one, I think. At least if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
That's how it's done.
Good work. I will aid you. Will do. Right.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh, nice. They managed to level up. Uh-oh.
Right.
There we go. Okay. Doesn't look like any popped out, thankfully. I was genuinely concerned there for a second. Please don't have freezed on me. Okay, good. Sure shot slippers. How am I supposed to get up there? Oh. Oh yeah, because, yeah. There we go. So I am curious, how did they manage to get what they did before? And poor Zdenya. Ooh. Let's see. Learned instructor. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice. Huh. Watcher's Judgment. Sure. I'll go with that one. And let's see. She now has Glory in Battle. Or did she have that before? Actually, okay, 9. Yep. So she just got Glory in Battle. It might just be 12 levels. Which would be a little weird, I'll admit. Let's see. Aria of Winter. Oh! Aria of Resonance.
Will do.
Oh, hey, another helm. Wonder what this one is. Iron Ridge Helm. Lethian's Crossing Runic Hall. Oh, okay, for the spire up here. Which... Oh, hey, Welby. Thank you for your help, Fatebinder. The Forgebound are in your debt. But why is a representative of the Brown Bastards here? She's one of the curs who perpetrated the atrocity at Lethian's Crossing. We might have been members of the same group, Stedania, but Radamon and I are completely different people. We don't always all follow blindly without question while our friends and family die. If this is the company you keep, Fatebinder, I will have no part in it. You won't work together? We must stand united against Kairos, so this is all for nothing. Before now, you might have been able to convince me to work together, Rika. How can the Forgebound ensure we're victorious? Or the Bronze Brotherhood a better choice? Yeah, I'm sorry, but I've got to go with Zdenya because she has a point. Yeah, she's being a bit of an asshole about it, but she has a point here. You guys kinda screwed the pooch. Badly. Yes, I want the Forge report to Ari and Varndry as well. Yep. Forgebound favor. Oh, nice. And wow! Okay. Intimidate. Well, I found a new weapon for... Kills in Shadow. Alright, so back to here. Huh. Apparently, Vendrian's Crossing is connected to the rest. Now, let's see. Because there were, I think, two or three places. Let's see whether this one reacts or not. If not, odds are the others won't either. But it's worth a shot. Oh, actually, right here. With the green, I believe. There we go. That's what I was hoping for.
On it. See that? On the lookout. Can't do that.
I will stay out of sight.
Sigil of Chaotic Descent. Affect random targets within an area. Scorching Missiles. Oh, 100! Holy hell! Thunderstorm 100. Acid Rain 100. Holy damn. Alright, so I'll try up here. I wouldn't be surprised either way, I'll admit. Okay, from keywords from these old walls. So presumably that means the rooms down there won't respond either. But I figure I will try 2 spots. And yeah, I'll admit that fight was not as tough as I remembered it being. So yeah, I'll try doing the green there first. Odds are it'll just fizzle. Which, whatever. Let's see, that's gonna be a doesn't respond. Yep. Yep, and let's see. There we go.
Can't do that.
That's what I was kind of hoping for.
Heads up, we're afraid of death, worm.
Tidal burst.
Fall before me.
Boy, that worked very well. Poorly disguised horde member.
I will stay. I'll give it a try.
Staff of Enigma.
Can't do that.
Huh. And Sigil of Strength 4. Oh, plus 50. Damn. Okay. Oh, actually, Lantry, I believe, gets to... Yep, Vital Body. Let's see, I'll do that instead of Fireball, I guess. And I'll do that for myself, too. I mean, here's... Bottom line for me is that while the Bronze Brotherhood probably does still have supporters within Lethian's Crossing, they pretty badly damaged their reputation when they did what they did. So you've got that angle. Whereas the Forgebound were actively trying to help in that situation, rather than, you know, doing harm. And then on top of that, from a strategic angle, the Forgebound would be much much better and more effective weapons in the hands of Kairos. And I do not want to lose that support. Yes, buddy, you're adorable. What do you want? Not sure why your shoulders are feeling damp, though. I know they shouldn't be, considering, you can't exactly get to that angle. Oh, I'm not looking forward to going outside tonight to feed the animals. It's a bit of a... My area is experiencing not a blizzard. That's more west of me. Okay. So the 4 points of a compass, apparently. So north, south, east, west. Though as to what order they're in, I have no idea.
Can you feel it? There's power here. We should explore.
The chamber immediately reminds you of Ascension Hall. An intricate rune running along the floor can only mean one thing. You stand at the feet of a great spire. Each step you take echoes across a great distance. As you gaze upward, the sage-colored walls quickly give way to unending blackness. The rune in the center of the floor is inactive, and the silence of the hall offers no clues as to its use or function. You feel a slight tug in your chest, a faint echo of the energy that enveloped you at Vendrian's well. Hold a moment. If my sense of direction is at all reasonable, we are standing below the spire in this region. What do you know of the spires? Not as much as you, I'm afraid. Until our time at Vendrian's well, I didn't realize there were ways to access the upper reaches. Speaking of which, I'm certain there's a way to access the top of this spire as well. Let's keep our eyes out for sigils or glyphs nearby. What do you recommend? I start with the grooves and stones on the floor over there. If it's like the spire at Vendrian's well, whomever built this created a mystical conduit to the top. But I think it very, very unlikely that the pattern is purely decorative.
If we knew what glyph we needed, I'll bet we could unlock this puzzle.
Okay, so quest items. Charcoal rubbing. So it's a circle with basically 4 triangles and a diamond in the middle. Yeah, I'll only have one person do this one, I think. Let's see. Wait. Okay. Oh, that's actually pretty nice right there. So let's see. It's got like a diamond... trying to think of which way this is angled. Okay, it's got to be downwards then.
Right.
Oop. There we go. Oh, nice. Let's see. So there's that. Okay, so I think I've got to turn this one back off, unfortunately. Shit. Okay, so, yeah, it's two triangles that meet in the middle there. Got it! And to the spire. Although, okay, here we go. Boy, that was taking a while. But no central spire on this one, apparently. Oh yeah, I remember now. You can travel from one spire to the next. You feel the ground ripped out from beneath you yet again as you drift back into the warmth of the energy surrounding you. Your awareness stretches beyond the limits of this spire, pulling in many directions at once. The light you saw arcing through the sky reminds you of the tether you feel to the top of Endrian's well. Yep. Oh! And tell me where you're writing from. And tell me where you're writing from, and how to reach you, and I will send you an iron ring for your troubles. I had this idea of a message in a bottle without the bottle. Maybe it'll work? From here, even the old walls seem paltry. This sovereign view was not intended for the likes of us. Who knew that all of this was up here while I sat below, wasting my time trying to gather a group of followers from the refugees in Lethian's Crossing. The untapped power in this spire is astounding. I must find out how to get some. The whispers themselves seem to travel down the tether between you and your spires, conducting heat that feels at times unbearable. They speak of your actions, your choices, everything that led you to this place. Your name is known, your banner recognized, your deeds reported across the tiers and the Northern Empire alike. For an instant, you can see the accumulated hope and fear these whispers represent. It appears like dewdrops settling on a leaf, then trickling into a shared basin. This image is fed to you through your connection, a base metaphor that only hints at the true scope. Unlocking the spire seems to have opened some deeper connection. I don't know what you've done, but standing near you warms my rusted plates. Makes me feel lighter somehow. Curious, I'm noting something I also observed at the spire in Vendrian's well. There's a mystic hum, and it has little beats when you walk, tiny fluctuations when you talk. Unless my senses are deceiving me, you and the spires are mystically attuned to each other. Most fascinating indeed. I feel it too. The air is thick up here, isn't it? Exactly the opposite of what you'd expect. The magic up here is almost a physical presence. Forge. Granted, you can get all 4 at some point. Let's see. Oh, oof. Knowledge, magical knowledge, edicts, and artifacts. Yeah, I'll build the forge first. It'll help with Siren's helm, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, and then I've got to go back down to Lethian's Well in order to talk to people. I'm curious whether the spires will tamp down on the presence of the Bane, though. Acquired a second spires. Oh, yep. Quick travel. Five resources you can find in Kairos's. Yep, scrolls, iron ingots, bronze ingots, alchemy supplies, and hide. The forge fires burn bright, faced miner. How may I serve you? I found this hilt in the old walls. What can you tell me about it? This looks like the hilt of Sentinel, one of the finest swords the forge-bound ever made. With this I could recreate it if you want. Anything else? Tell me about the forge. If you want to upgrade your weapons and armor, you can use any of the anvils. Should be simple enough if you've got the materials. Forge something for me. Alchemist's gloves. Commander's plate. Bronze armor. Modifies apply the lash, will of command, call to battle, resurgence, and undying. Elegance. Oh. Nightwalker's boots. $15 ingots. Yep, and this also managed to get the... Yeah. Sigil of Piercing. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
I got it.
Did you hear that?
Oh, nice. Ardent Bronze Sword. Let's see. I really hate that. Ooh, that's a lot of iron. That I'm glad for. Our gang is building quite the little collection of spires, aren't we? The voice of Narat was never one for keeping strongholds, but I can definitely see the appeal. Why doesn't the Voices like strongholds? Because there's no point in standing still. Voices prefers to keep his forces busy and on the move, with the only restful hours between dusk and dawn. Besides, fighters in motion are less likely to rise up and challenge authority. Safety in numbers. But once you get people hunkering down to discuss their problems, suddenly everyone has a reason to kill the closest gang boss. They're big, but make no mistake. A determined army could knock one down if they got enough shovels and picks together. Don't be so quick to assume that you're invincible. As to what they are, I try not to test.
What do you need?
Alrighty.
What did you have in mind? Well, if you're baiting me for a compliment, I don't have a gang anymore. And I wouldn't throw in if that puts me at odds with my... You've satisfied your curiosity, so let me satisfy mine. I wonder what makes you so sure I won't cut your throat some evening just to hear you gurgle. It's taking a risk.
Lantry. Ebb?
Go ahead, Fatebinder.
Kills in shadow.
Alpha smell, fate bind. Good, yep. And many more than 5. Chased human called Bronze Brother, who was swift runner, like riverine deer. Made beast woman's heart. Should have.
And Ebb.
Second Spire has awoken to your presence. This is fascinating, and I admit enviable. If it turns out your connection to the Spires invites death and woe, my jealousy might wane a bit. I've been mulling over that structure we found atop Vendrian's well. Would you be opposed to me studying the sculpture in closer detail? I'd perhaps work a spell or two near the structure. Simple cantrips of Gravelight by which to read and inspect, but I will not poke or shove the thing in any way physical or mystical.
You don't need to ask my permission.
Thank you. Next time we have a good moonlit night, I'd best settle in and see what sort of magic perturbations I can sense from the sculpture.
Hey, it's here for.
What is it you need? I'm still amazed we survived the Edict of Execution. What is it you need? Ask away.
Here we are. Trouble.
I know a great deal of the mages of the Tears, or at least their history.
Let's see.
Ask away. You know, I normally charge for this, but for you, now, you know that's a very personal question.
I command you to teach me what you know. I understand this knowledge is important to you. I assure you it will be used for great things. I get the feeling I might regret this, but fine, so be it. If someone is going to imitate my magic and do glorious things with the Tidecaster legacy, I'd want it to be you. First things first. Awesome! I'd ask that you use this knowledge wisely, but it's not like I do. Well, if you excuse me, I'm talked out for the moment. Awesome! Okay, so... let's see, skill trainer teaches control, fire, frost, lightning, and vigor. Oh, I haven't gotten control stone. Let's see, 3 of 6 total that I can do. Holy. Grave Grasp. Phantom Bolt and Tyranny Light. Ooh, okay, that's a nice one. Do that instead of mirror image, I think. Oh, On the subject of... Okay, saving before I answer that letter. Boy, this takes a while. Artifact. Elegance. I'm tempted. Nightwalker's boots. Oh, not enough money anyway. Prior to the Forgotten. Only Barrack can equip it. Thieves' Bravado. Headhunter. I mean, I've got 17 of these, so maybe. Control emotions. Oh, here we are. Fatebender Rogulus. The court is all abuzz with the news of the Civil War. Representatives from the chorus and the disfavored are having little shouting matches in front of Tunon. The petitioners of the court seem swept up in talks of who will crush whom, and if and when Tunon will bring down the gavel and stop the fighting. What has me more intrigued is the other story out of Endrian's Well. Tunon sends you on what I thought was going to be a one-way trip to the well, and not only do you live, you somehow claim the mountain spire. And you broke the Kairos Edict, too. Such things make it a little... What is it like to break it? Let's see. Okay, no. I'm trying to think of who Rogulus was. Kairos' edict simply said that an agent of the Overlord must claim Ascension Hall before Kairos' Day of Swords. The only thing I consciously did was take charge of the battle to claim Ascension Hall. My claiming of the spire happened just moments after I felt the edict's grip release. The floor of the Ascension Hall gave way, unearthing a glowing pattern buried beneath the chamber floor. Kairos only knows how long it's been buried under the tile. As for how I actually claimed the spire, it is perhaps a mutual bond. Atop the spire is an old structure, a twin-tined edifice. I'll include a sketch on the back of the parchment. This structure spoke to me in sensations and images. Let's see. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be a straight shooter in regards to that, though. Let's see. Holy hell. +1 DPS, or Staff of Enigma. Yeah, I'll do the +1 DPS, I think. Oh. Oh, that's why it's everything.
Fatebinder wants Beast Woman. Good, yeah.
Boy, she is very easy to get leveled up.
Clean.
Be seeing
I will
Fate.
meet
I
you
will
at the
return to our
spire.
holdfast at once.
I'll spill your guts.
Okay, so let's see here.
Swing like swiping with claws. Beast woman knows. Yep, yep.
And, oh, where's that bow? Warren Shortbow. And let's see. Yep, accuracy. Every 6 seconds or 3 seconds. And every 6 seconds. Axe of the First Brother. There we go. Honestly, I might go with Elegance, just to... Well, let's see. Sigil of Emotions. Wave of Despair, Taunting Jest. And Enraged Mind. Yeah, it's not really that worth it, honestly. Okay, let's see. Blood Rage. Yeah. Hate when it goes down the wrong tube like that. Let's see, Elemental Fury. Repelling Wave, Clear Mind. Pardon me. Tempest. Oh, dang it. I hit tab and yeah. Yeah, I decided against the... Oh, hang on. Let's see.
So, your latest acquisition has me thinking about the spires some more. By all accounts, they go as far back as the old walls. Over the centuries, the nobles of the tiers have claimed the spires, but they've only ever battled over the land at the ground level of the monuments. I've never seen the glyphs of a spire light up in all my years. Not until you show up. If this were an isolated incident, I'd be confused. But it seems the spires, plural, are somehow connected to you. What's your secret?
I've studied Tunon's feet, proclaimed edicts, and broken them too. I'm sure I've been exposed to all sorts of arcane powers. I always want to know what you're thinking.
My mind is going back to Ascension Hall. I wonder if Graven Ash or Narot had claimed it as their own, would the spire come alive for either of them the way it did for you?
The Edict of Execution was pushing for someone to claim Ascension Hall. Can't be coincidence.
Ah, such a clever child. I can't imagine the Overlord would ever carelessly word an edict. You are right. I don't imagine Kairos leaves anything to mere coincidence.
Do you think the spires are connected to Kairos in some fashion?
If you're asking if Kairos built them or controls them, no. They predate all mention of Kairos, and I'm sure if Kairos could control the other spires, that fact would be shamelessly flaunted. But it occurs to me that perhaps Kairos didn't have a connection, but does now, thanks to your actions.
That's not a comforting thought. Are there stories of awakened spires elsewhere in Tyranny?
There are other spires, and I've heard of notable figures trying to build monuments atop or astride the spires. But nothing I've read matches the mystical connection you've made with the spire.
Talk further. Let's see.
I am nothing if not a...
Allies and enemies.
You might want to ask a more
Archons. Oh boy.
Ash is served with Cairo. I know...
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna skip over a lot of this. Fair and just.
Not the youngest Archon in history, but certainly...
My life isn't a performance for your amusement, Sage. If you want to write about something, make your own miracles.
Yeah, don't badger the young lady with too many questions.
Oh, well...
If I see you anywhere near...
Yes, Mistress Siren. Understood.
Archon of Stone.
I am nothing if not a... I know everything. I'm flattered you think...
What
Fine,
better
fine.
tangent than triangles?
Volume 3.
Fascinating. Go
Well,
on.
If you enjoyed that. I knew
Okay.
Now... one moment, my friend. I am nothing. I know every...
The Bane.
I know every... My knowledge. The earliest
Origins.
settlers...
Ancestors of beast women roamed lands many seasons before old walls grew tall.
Well, how can we
Not
take
very
these claims
academic of you.
seriously when there's no written testimony or archival there? The stone...
Stones, mantle,
My mistake. They...
are not human.
Oh, not saying all beastmen are stupid. I'm just saying...
You should
I-
stop talking before she gets you.
Oh, yes, you'd want... Few beastmen have it. I know Of course. How can I help? Lethian, you were the governor of this place for a time, right? That must have been an interesting experience. Care to discuss it?
You know what? So, this disfavored soldier falls in love with Siren.
I appreciate the exposition. Future generations will enjoy the new... Of course. How can I help? Lethian was a Of course. How can I help? Of course. How can I help? All kind... Well, yes. I am nothing if not a semi-reliable font.
Sorry.
Crap.
Current
Current matters.
How can I help?
Ah,
you
here we
asking
are.
for an objective?
Kills in Shadow.
Aggressive, homicidal, and best kept on a long leash with a longer whip? I'm a poor judge of beasts. I've known so few, and none resemble the scribes and scholars to which I'm accustomed. But there's a blunt honesty to her that I rather enjoy. She wants to bask in your power and makes no excuses for the self-interested nature of her loyalty to you. Such refreshing transparency is rare in humans.
What do you think of traveling with Siren?
As a chronicler of history, I am most honored to have the chance to travel alongside a luminary. I can write down her speech word for word, letter for letter, and proclaim it back, but yet the words lack her charm. This supports my hypothesis that her power manifests by the actual sound of her voice, and less of...
So, if I'm hearing you right, you're saying my words have no weight or significance, and it's simply my magic that makes me powerful. I've got a song for you, Lantry. Do you want to hear it?
I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant.
What? It's high praise.
Jeez.
I can't.
Okay.
Alpha to kills and shadows smells good. Like mountain dew. Makes beast woman blood stir. Run hot. Makes beast woman want to hunt, bite, rot. Fate binder wants beast good, yep. And many thought would stalk small pack of sages near den place called Burning Library. Sage mystics used coal ink and utterances to...
Yeah, she's almost a 5.
At your service, Fate. What do you need?
And... oh, Lord.
Good day, Fatebinder. It's always nice. What do you need? Well then, let's go. If you're gonna teach...
Let's see.
Goodbye to you too.
You know what? Yeah, just them for now. Although, actually, let's talk to Barrick. Here we are. The spire allows for such a long and uninterrupted view. I find restraint and limitations more to my liking, though it is nice to feel a breeze running through these plates of solid rust.
My Lord Binder, you have some... What can I do for you?
Travel companions. Kills in Shadow. Do speak, Ironclad. Tell to Beast Woman each and every thought hidden. Calm down, Kills. Siren. Oh yeah, because of the... she's rather innocent thing. And it just occurred, or I just spotted the... Yep, over here.
Beast woman is fast, silent. Best hunter.
Alright, just down to Lethian's Crossing. Yeah, I'll be wrapping up after turning in these 3 quests, I think. Wait a minute. I'll be going back up to fetch Barrick. Because I kinda need / want the reputation gains with him more than I do with kills and Shadow. Because she's already very loyal, and honestly, her loyalty is rather easy to get up there. So I'm hoping that I... Okay, good. So let's see. Actually, I have to take a look at... Here we are. Let's see. She's 4, nearly 5. He's nearly 5. He's only at 4. She's nearly at 5.
My Lord Binder, what can I do for you? If you would have me travel at your side...
We'll wait. For sure.
Actually, before I go... Oh, okay. Let's see what the missive is. You are certainly not the first to proclaim an edict. Many of us have been used to complete the casting of the Overlord's magic, and you aren't the first to break an edict, though that list of names is a smaller, more exclusive. What's curious, though, living and recorded memory make no mention of someone who proclaimed and shattered the same edict. In that regard, you are an anomaly. The bad news is the Archons know this and will be suspicious of this distinction. Along with this parchment, I have included the contact information of the Honorable Fatebinder Meothis, an old peer of mine and perhaps the most knowledgeable in the court on matters not taught to us by Tunon. Treat her with respect, and she will not betray your confidence.
Let's have it, then.
Yeah, I will be upholding the justice on this one. Because I have a distinct feeling that, yeah, she set me up to play judge, jury, and executioner on him. And I won't bother going to the main menu because I'm reasonably sure that I won't have to hold down tab for anything. Good lord, this is taking a while. I forgot just how sluggish the loading times could be.
Will do.
What's going on? Fatebinder, it's good to see you're alive. Without a garrison here to protect us, the noises were disconcerting, to say the least. Let's see. Sure, I'll go with that. Oh. Oh boy. This is gonna be a fun one. Two-handed, two-handed, two-handed. Armor. Plans Headhunter. Holy crap. Actually, let's go with Eldian's house first. Yeah, at least with Pathfinder Kingmaker, I probably will play that again tomorrow. Because what I've heard is they do have a patch coming out, and maybe it'll address something, but I have no idea whether it actually will or not, unfortunately. Which sucks. There's no bones about it. It sucks. Recover the Magebane helm from Redamon. Here you go. Uh-oh. Whoopsie. Oh. How did you end up in charge of the Vendrian Guard here? Quill in hand, you... Polite introduction, I think. Rare condition for him, and... I am curious as to whether that will be received well, or whether it'll feel like an insult, like, you really think I would withhold that knowledge from you? Sort of thing. Alright. Because I'm gonna try lying first. See whether I can catch her out. And you almost got away with it. First, I have a few questions. Why hail a fate biter when you were the one who murdered your own wife? Why did you kill Phaedra? There are other ways to make rings. Let me ask you something else. Why was the necklace so important? Why kill Phaedra now rather than earlier? Wait, how do you know Kairos is a woman? So you had to change your plans. I've heard enough. You disgust me.
You learn something every day. I got it.
Now, why did that get me wrath when I killed the woman that when I killed the woman that initially killed the rightful... trying to think. Let's see, lore goes up, lore goes up. And let's see, leadership. Seize the initiative. Boost morale. Resurgence would be nice. Ooh, okay, that's actually really nice. Magic. Let's see. Enfeeblement. Okay, so I have a lower barrier for everything. Yeah, because that way I'll be able to get expanded mind. There we are.
Oh, my hairpin. Oh, sure, the lock's open.
And I completely missed that second part. So, Oh, Lohara at the forge, and Lohara, and...
I got it.
Okay, here we are. Thank you. She left Lothian's Crossing to pursue her dreams of exploring the Tears. Thank you. I'm not going to decline the rings, I don't think. I mean, considering... Let's see here. Lothian's Crossing. Yeah, they're nearly 5 already. Wait, could you tell someone about that? Well, that is why I saved right beforehand. I'll have to look that up. Because, yeah, I could easily see that being a possibility that I just hadn't considered. Sad as it is. On the missing weapon shipment. Slugfist gauntlets. Nice. Purchase Garrick. Sigil of Material Force. Holy hell. Oh, damn it. Oh, there's Garrick. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna look that up right now. Apparently not, then. Wait a minute. Okay, that's why. I guess just use that to get... Boy, it is just... Boy, the absolute lack of any sort of background noise is a little disconcerting. "15 minutes. Oh, probably... Oh, damn it. Because now I've got to go through a second loading screen to get down to the hall. Oh, well. Oh, and I also have an expression sigil now. Oh. Right? Yep, sigil of material force. Alter the target's weapon. Vampiric weapon. Oh, nice. Okay. Ignite brand? Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Static charge. Ooh. So let's see, on weapon... Wow. Nice. Let's see, not that one. Boy, that does not sound great. And I'm not sure what exactly is causing that. Polish arms. Not bad. Oh my god, what is up with this thing? My little space heater is making a god-awful sound, and I'm not sure why. And it's rather disconcerting, honestly. Wave of Despair, and not Taunting Jest. Enrage Mind, maybe? Eh. I'll go with Phantom Bolt. And down to Ascension Hall. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I think he's getting a little lonely for another cat. He's had SB around all his life. So it's got to be a little jarring to only have me as company.
On it.
Fatebinder, I've been meaning to thank you for your help at Lethian's Crossing. Work at the Forge is renewed, and we will soon have the finest arms and armor for this coalition of yours. Provided you keep Lethian's Crossing safe from the other Archons, we will entertain the challenge of arming whatever motley army you manage to assemble. All the arms in the tiers will mean little if there's no one to wield them. I suggest we pursue the Unbroken as our next ally. They've done irreparable harm to the disfavored with salvaged weapons. Imagine what they could do with Kairos' own iron. You expect me to cooperate with warriors of Stalwart. It was their stubbornness that put me in this armor and grieved the general with uncounted losses. No one's jumping to conclusions here, my unclad friend. I would rather see us allied to the Earthshakers myself. This coalition needs intellect and strategy if we're to avoid the mistakes of the past. You are a remarkable specimen, aren't you? When this conflict is over, you must allow me to inspect that suit of yours. There is a symbolic victory in winning over an Archon's loyal servants to our cause. If they know magic, that's a tactical advantage we can't ignore. Why don't we try to recruit both? Assuming they're all willing to share the same tent, and assuming other powers don't get to them first. In time, we should seek to gather as many allies as we can. What value would the Unbroken provide? The people of Stalwart have battle in the blood. As much as it kills me to admit this, I have heard from several sources that the disfavored consider the Unbroken almost worthy as far as... What might the Earthshakers Guild offer our coalition? Yeah. With Karen's demise, Radix is their new leader, but Isadora's close associate is like the old Archon of Stone, stubborn and independent. What else should I know about the Blade Grave? What at the Burning Library? Could we seek help there? I'll seek out the Unbroken. Fatebinder, I offer you my support on this mission. The Blade Grave is a place of memory. I left many cohorts buried among the ruins, and no small part of myself as well. I would rather keep topics of war between us. You are free to make treaties as you see fit, but I am less inclined to place my trust in the South. I lost countrymen by the hundreds in the last day of the Stalwart campaign, and for my troubles I became fused in this armor. The Blade Grave is the last place I ever felt human. That is all I will say about it now. Is that all? Your manner has changed. My cohort marched on Sentinel's stand to complete a mission. We failed. The walls of the keep defied us, and the last regent of Stalwart refused to meet us in battle. The coming of Kairos' edict cut us off from our objective. Because of this, the Blade Grave is also a place of regret. You have much invested in this mission. Of course you can accompany me. I appreciate that, Fatebinder. Gravenash is attentive and understanding to each of his troops, and it pleases me to see his example in you. I will point you to the way to the Sentinel stand. It would take me 100 lifetimes to forget those old walls, or the day the edict shattered our advance. Oh boy. Status report. Okay, as your request, I will. Yeah. Fate of the Forge. Word reached the court that you have dealt with the seditious mercenaries. You have the gratitude. Take care not to abuse that role. Okay, so... yeah, I will report promptly. And there's Sentinel stand way down there. Not sure what Iron Hearth is for. Yeah, part of me is kind of interested in getting the DLC for this, but apparently it's one of those where maybe it should have just been bundled into the base game. Because apparently it has a fair amount to do with, like, ally side quests and kind of fleshing out this sort of run. You know, where you're opposing Kairos as opposed to working with completely complying. Alright. Yeah, I may as well save over that one. I don't think I'll be going back. Received a missive from Fatebinder Myothis? Or Myothis? I'm not sure on the pronunciation. So let's see those two. My dear Gazragar, and they say respect for one's elders is a dying art form. Oh, nice. I thank you kindly for the offering, as I have accounts to settle and grandchildren to spoil, and keeping a low profile isn't very profitable. I've enclosed something for you in return. I do so hate to let parchment collect dust, and I figure a younger mind could make use of some of the scrolls haunting my cabinets. I'm now the oldest of the court's children, and I've seen much in my time. It's probably for the best everyone assumes I'm old, harmless, and worth shuffling away in the archives. If I were scrutinized too closely, I'm sure Tunon would find I've grown lax in my spoiled old age. Part of why I am where I am is that I've kept my head down. You appear to be doing the opposite. In some regards, this is beyond your control. You were chosen for the honor of proclaiming Kairos' edicts. Twice! To decline would have meant death, but to accept means to be placed on the stage for all to see. Kairos' most powerful weapon is not the edict, it's her ability to hand us rope that we willingly use to hang ourselves. Never forget this. Edicts in their nature... The Spires. Seems wise to know one's domain, and seeing as I'm now the master of the Mountain Spire, I ought to learn all that I can. I'll start with what I know and have observed so far. The Mountain Spire seemed to have awakened at about the same instant that Kairos' edict of execution was put to rest. There was a burst of energy, arcane energy, that drowned out my senses, and I awoke at the summit of the spire in what seemed to be just a few heartbeats of time. Yeah, sure. Excellent. We await your return. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. A new missive. Questions of balance. One wonders how often in history a garrison has been empowered to protect an area only to be broken and scattered by the very individual who granted their authority. You take as freely as you give, it seems. You wrote that you could illuminate the darker corners of Tyranny. I need to speak to the Fatebinder. Privately. As you wish. I wanted to ask you about the rest of Tyranny. Or, actually, let's see. Lore historical. Who do you think built the old walls? What have you learned about the Tears? Oh, good God, this is wall of text. Have you ever met Fatebinder Meothis? Arcane. Okay, that was weird. Lands beyond the Tears. Buddy, what? Okay, this is gonna be fun.
You return as summoned, despite the weight of responsibility on your shoulders. The court appreciates your devotion to our good work. It should come as no surprise that your activities are closely monitored. As an extension of Kairos' law in the frontier, your progress is a topic of some interest. I sent you on a mission to bring order to the chaos of this civil war. Not enough time has passed for me to expect any significant progress, but I am curious about your findings all the same. I want to make sure your time outside the court's shadow is being used effectively. It sounds as if the dissident factions of the Tears hold you in some esteem. Be wary of tightening your bonds with the southern savages. We are meant to rule these people, not walk among them. If your activities shed light on what transpired at Vendrian's Well, and the chaos of the Tears, then we trust your judgment.
Oh boy. I suspect that the Tearsmen can govern themselves better than even Kairos.
That is a bold claim, but I can tell that you stand ready to defend it. Even though I cannot thank you for such a damning remark, the court appreciates your honesty. You have spent some time on your own recognizance. The efforts of our military and the challenges they face should be no mystery to you. Tell me, are you any closer to determining which of the Archons is at fault for the troubles of this campaign?
Yeah. Voices of Narada is guilty.
Interesting. On what grounds do you make this claim?
Under the Voices' orders, Harky and Bronn smuggled iron weapons to the Vendrian Guard.
Material evidence is hallowed to the court.
Awesome.
I respect your diligence in collecting it, Fatebinder. You bring hope to my ambitions of bringing order to this divisive campaign. Be sure that you remember this and any other. I look forward to receiving your full report. I will summon you again at the appropriate...
I have some questions first. I wish to speak about matters of law. Kairos' peace. Yeah. Let us discuss the old walls. Magician's Folly. Oh, nice. Huh. So if I start fondling that tall slab of handsome over there, you're the one guilty of molesting him? I can live with that. Chunan is speaking. Mind your manners. Quotas and sharing. Oh, basically, literally communism. Of course, as to how free of corruption it is another matter. Restriction on forbidden knowledge. Yeah, I somehow doubt that. Am I beholden to these laws? So the rules don't apply to you so long as you're enforcing them on someone else. I want your job. Tell me about Kairos. Kairos is our overlord. She ushers us from the brink of chaos with a stern hand and How old is Kairos? Do you think Kairos' laws are fair? Yeah, fair enough. I couldn't help but notice that you refer to Kairos as a woman. Blood and Mark. Does Blood and Mark serve you alone? How did he earn his title? I'm curious about you, Archon. What does it mean to be an Archon? Could anyone become an Archon? Is every Archon subservient to Kairos? Did you come into power yourself, or did Kairos foster your talents? Ah. Tell me about your rise to become adjudicator. I wish to understand law and your execution of it. So centuries old. Centuries old. There we go. Ah. Go on. Yep. Did you come up with the Office of Fatebinders? What's the deal with your mask? Boy, that could be phrased so much better. Good God. Ah, okay. Does the Mask of Resolve grant you the power of judgment? An astute question. What do you look like underneath the masks? Your Honor? I'm gonna push my luck. Ageless, sexless, devoid of opinion other than the right or wrong. Yes, but what do you look like? Do you even remember? That doesn't answer my question. Wow, okay, I think I'll be redoing that one a little. I wish to apologize for my line of questioning earlier, Your Honor. Thank you, Your Honor. I have some questions. Why is curiosity such a problem? Don't you want me to interpret Kairos' law to fit any circumstance? What happened to those peoples? Boy, it's about even. His true appearance. Alright, I think I'm done streaming for tonight, so thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time.